Live from the 24-hour tracking center, this is a severe weather alert.
It's time for team coverage and another severe weather update. I want to show you what's going on in Muskegon right now because Holland, Grand Haven, Grand Rapids, this is coming your way. The rain is coming down in sheets. This is the AMS glossary definition of torrential rain. It is coming down in sheets. This looks like 5 to 7 inch per hour type rain rates. It's not going to amount to that much because it'll slow down in a short amount of time. We're seeing copious lightning, winds sustained 40 to 50 miles per hour. This is Muskegon Lake right now. 5 minutes ago, we could see across the lake. Right now, visibility, just sheer rain, looks like it's several hundred feet. Let me take you a little farther south. This is a live view from Jenison right now, so we're in southern Ottawa County. Here's the shelf cloud. This is the leading edge or near the leading edge of the strongest winds that are going to be coming into Jenison, Ottawa County. Now to GVSU, a little farther northwest in Ottawa County. You can see some dark clouds as we look northward. Heavy winds and torrential rain are headed for Allendale and GVSU here in the next 15 to 20 minutes. And then the Grand Rapids Skycam, there's the shelf cloud. If you're looking outside, you can see this. This is an indication of the start of the storm, roughly where those very strong winds are going to be, and it looks dark. In fact, if you look very carefully, you can see where visibility drops off. That's where that very heavy rain is right now because it's just now starting to enter northern Kent County. Here's the view on Storm Track Live. We have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now for northern Kent County, including Grand Rapids, northern Ottawa County. This includes Grand Haven, Port Sheldon, GVSU, Allendale, southern Muskegon County, Newaygo County. You've just been dropped, but here's the heavy part of the storm where you see these dark reds. Let me stop the loop. I want to do some tracking and show you where this is headed. First, we'll track straight into Grand Rapids. This is the downtown GR. You're going to see the heavy part of this storm, which could include 60 to 70 mile per hour winds, small hail, and very heavy rain with a lot of lightning. This is less than half an hour away from you. 8:55 for downtown Grand Rapids. Let's take this over to some locations here in Ottawa County. Grand Haven, you can see it's just moments away. Holland, 8:02. Heavy rain, very strong winds headed your way. A little bit farther south into Kentwood here. This is going to be affecting us by about 9 o'clock or 9:05. This is where the storm's headed. This area is the danger zone right now. Strong winds, northern Kent County, Fruitport, Kent City, Fruitport over to Muskegon County, Kent City, Ferrysburg, Cedar Springs, Ravenna, Grand Haven, Spring Lake, and Sparta, all in the path of this storm. So if you're watching the broadcast right now, you see those dark clouds pushing in. We want you to know 50 to 60 mile per hour winds look like a pretty strong possibility here based on what we're seeing upstream where this storm is affecting Muskegon, Newaygo, northern Ottawa counties as we speak. Very heavy rain, and hey, that's a good thing. We need some rain, right? Hopkins 913. This is expected to continue all the way down into Kalamazoo County. A little after 9 o'clock, you're going to see that all the way as far south as places like Hastings over to Gun Lake. Kalamazoo, you're going to see the storms push in here closer to 10 or 10:15. A lot of lightning with this too. Very heavy lightning. This is a dangerous storm. You want to be inside. Make sure your family's in a safe spot. Now, here's the good news. We haven't seen any reports of rotation. I've seen nothing that concerns me on radar in terms of tornado threat right now. That could change. There's a possibility for tornadoes tonight, but it seems really unlikely. These are wind speeds within the storm according to radar. Really heavy winds still here right over Muskegon County, pushing southward. You can kind of pick out the gust front. This is where that shelf cloud is, this little ridge of darker greens and lighter greens. Northern Ottawa County, northwestern Kent County, we've seen that shelf cloud push in places like Sand Lake and Cedar Springs over towards Sparta and Kent City. Strong winds, almost 70 miles per hour here. This is just off the surface of the earth. Storm Team 8 meteorologist Ellen Bach is with us here. She's been monitoring storm reports and has more on what we're seeing out there. Ellen?
Yeah, well, Kyle, we've been seeing a lot of those high wind reports predominantly. A lot of the hail reports that have been coming in are very small, pea size to dime size, and most of those have been coming in north of Grand Rapids just as anticipated. Muskegon State Park, for example, seeing pea to dime sized hail at this time. But again, wind has been the primary threat here. We have been seeing some wind gusts estimated around 60 to 65 miles per hour in places like Muskegon State Park. Our very own Bill Steffen giving us a report from the Muskegon area. Henry Street from Muskegon State Park, 50 mile per hour wind gusts there. Now that can do damage. That can take down power lines, that can take down tree branches, which can also take down power lines. So that's what we saw in Muskegon, just upstream from Grand Haven and Coopersville, Allendale and Walker. So again, as Kyle mentioned, all of this is headed your way. Now we did get a 65 mile per hour wind gust report. That is in Ravenna. That's also in Muskegon County, just north of Coopersville. So the storm just pushed through that area. If we stop this for you here, here. It's located right around this area that we saw a potential 65-mile-per-hour wind gust at a campground, which reminds me, if you have family and you have friends that are out camping, out tubing, it was a hot day today, give them a call, let them know that this is coming in, and it's coming in quickly. In some cases, tracking as fast as 50 miles per hour inland. So those gusts it's producing up near 60-mile-per-hour winds, and it's moving towards you at about 50 miles per hour. Now, if we zoom this back out here just a bit and talk about what's headed for Kent City, well, we're also seeing some of that Boeing segment begin to become a little bit more prevalent there. Just upstream of that in Mount Calm County, Howard City, we did have pea-sized hail and some strong wind reports there. I also really want to alert you to the fact that we have this Boeing segment that's headed towards the Grand Haven area. And again, as Kyle mentioned, that's going to be headed in very shortly. Looks like 25 minutes or so here, so close to that 9 o'clock hour. Now, again, with all these fast winds, it's no surprise that we have some power outages. And Leon Hendricks joins us now with a look at who is without power. Leon.
Ellen, good evening. We are getting a number of reports down here in the newsroom of some damage that has indeed caused power outages. In fact, in the Kent County area, we're hearing some 13,000 people without power. And here's why. Take a look, some video we just got in to report it on our Facebook page. Now, mind you, this is video that was taken before this storm system even moved through. And it really shows a tree actually falling kind of in the process there. And it gives you an idea of just how dangerous these storms can be. We saw heavy winds through here before the storms even took hold. And they actually caused that tree outage, the tree to fall there at B and Caulfield. That is on the southeast side of Grand Rapids. We also have some other pictures of trees down near Waters and Garfield. So that is also on the southeast side. So we're getting an idea of exactly what that looks like. And as you can see here, there's some people gathered there. And I don't know if we can bring the audio up on this just a little bit. You can hear them kind of reacting.
Told you.
There, as that tree falls, you see the sparks flying there. Certainly could have been a dangerous situation had anybody been there. So it gives you an idea of what the damaging winds can do. Let's go to the next video here. This is from Waters and Garfield. Some pictures from that area that show some trees down. Firefighters responding to the scene there to get some of that cleared up. But again, this is from those heavy winds. But even since this time, the winds have increased a great deal. It's a lot darker outside. This was before the storm, some of the damage we got to see. Let's go now to the Consumers Energy outage map here. It gives you an idea of just how many people are without power. All of these spots you see of different colors indicate outages. The red spots are your heavy outage areas of more than 1,000 people here. And we're able to go to a county view, and it gives us some more specific numbers here. And if we click on Grand Rapids, you can see we're talking about some 14,000 people without power here. That's 5% of the county, so significant numbers there. We're also seeing a similar situation in Ottawa County, a few hundred people, but in Muskegon County, we're talking about 4,000 people almost without power. That's 4.6%. These numbers do come in pretty quickly, but it's not instantaneous. And mind you, that storm did just move through Muskegon County. So we're seeing significant outages as well. If you do have friends and family members, you'll want to check out on them and make sure they are safe, especially if you're north of the line of storm. So that's what we're seeing from down here. We're keeping a close eye on things here in the newsroom. We've got crews out in the Muskegon area taking a look at any of the damage that has happened there. And we're, of course, keeping an eye on what's happening here in Kent County as well as those storms move through as we speak. Right now, back to you.
That's the first thing we'll see, because that's an instant response from Consumers Energy. Then the severe weather reports start to trickle in, and not surprising, as you mentioned, we're seeing some Boeing segments, some really strong winds from this storm.
Winds strong enough that our interns just told us that there's been a report of a dust and debris cloud being kicked out ahead of the storm in Belmont, which means as the wind hits the surface, it kicks up that dust and debris and launches it across yards, across parks. So
and enough that it shows up on radar too.
Right.
That's the remarkable thing. I mean, an invisible beam is intersecting the dust, debris, the bugs, the birds that get kicked up and swirling around and out ahead of these storms. I want to show you a couple sky cams. Things have come down a little bit in Muskegon right now. We just saw that torrential sheeting rain just a few moments ago. That started to let up a little bit, but look at these dark skies. This is GVSU. Low-hanging clouds here, nothing concerning in terms of rotation. We've been keeping a very close eye on that. Haven't seen anything of very serious concern. Look at downtown Grand Rapids. Soak that in. That sky is almost black right now. We just showed you a few moments ago that very heavy storm headed for, that was moving through downtown Muskegon, torrential rainfall, and now we have this coming into Grand Rapids as we speak. Black sky, very heavy rain, some strong gusty winds. You know, I'm looking at rotation here. I don't see anything that concerns me at the moment. A lot of lightning, dark skies, heavy rain coming in, but thankfully at the moment there appears to be no tornado threat whatsoever. Let me take you back to Storm Track Live. Here's the leading edge of this very heavy part of the storm. This is just moments away from Grand Rapids. Now, we're going to have two things happen. If you're watching this broadcast from Grand Rapids, two things are going to happen. First, you see those dark skies move in. It's almost black when you look up. That means there's just a copious amount of hail, heavy rain, and that's what actually attenuates the sun's brightness. It knocks down the sunlight. Now, also, it's the fact that it's 8:40 right now, so the sun is starting to set. So that's the first thing. With that comes very strong winds. Second thing is back a little farther. Dark clouds, heavy winds right here. Heavy rain is back here, and this is torrential rainfall. We may get an inch and a half in a very short span of time here from this severe thunderstorm. Right now, southern Kent, not in the morning, but northern Kent, including the city of Grand Rapids, in a severe thunderstorm warning. We're putting a track on the front edge of this, and this is moving southeastward. This thing's flying about 45, 50 miles per hour. Let's highlight some of the cities here on the track. This is going to be in the city of Grand Rapids at 8:59. 9:02 for East Grand Rapids. Here's Allendale and Walker, roughly 8:55. Sparta, you've already seen the strong winds push through. More heavy wind and heavy rain coming into Sparta and Rockford here by about 8:45, 9 o'clock. Zeeland, southern Ottawa County, about 9 o'clock. Kentwood, probably about 8:45 to 8:50. Here's Cutlerville at about 9:10, so southern parts of Kent County. Not under a warning right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if that warning gets extended. We are seeing a lot of folks without power right now because of the severe, the storm line as it pushed through earlier tonight, and that's a product of the winds, perhaps some lightning strikes taking place too. In fact, Ellen, can we turn on lightning? I want to show you this. It's pretty remarkable. We're seeing an enormous amount of lightning with this storm also as it pushes southward. Now, if you're wondering when is this thing going to end, the back edge of this is not that far away. Once this sinks southward and pushes through Grand Rapids by, say, it's going to be into Muskegon by 9:10. Into Grand Rapids by about 9:50 or 10 o'clock. That means GR's in the clear later tonight. But let me put this track all the way down toward Kalamazoo. We have heavy rain, very strong winds coming into Kalamazoo by about 10:30. This is Battle Creek. Well, here's Battle Creek right here. This is Marshall, Calhoun County. 10:05 for this storm to push through, and then south of I-94 after 10:30. This may not totally clear Hillsdale or Coldwater until midnight or 12:30 in the morning. So heavy rain coming in right now, clearing out by about 11:12. And Ellen, will you back me up a couple of slides? I want to go through those sky cams one more time because they were profound. Let's start with Muskegon. That's the top one that I have there. Things are starting to let up. Hey, it looked like a hurricane 45 minutes ago. Things are starting to quiet down now. The heavy rain is pushed through. We're still seeing some lightning. Probably not safe to be outside milling about. The sun is actually starting to poke through. That's fantastic. Things are starting to quiet down here in Muskegon. We could still see some showers or thunderstorms here later tonight, but it looks like the worst is over in Muskegon. Allendale, we're seeing those dark skies overhead. You look at the flag, it looks like it's moving, snapping in the wind a little bit. We're seeing some lightning. The heavy rain is moving into Allendale here in 15, 25, 30 minutes. And now finally into Grand Rapids. We're looking northwestward. Can we pan that shot around? Look at the lightning. Skies are almost black. Here's what we're expecting for Grand Rapids and central Kent County in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Strong winds, 50 to 60 miles per hour. A lot of lightning, which is of course dangerous in its own right, and some torrential rainfall, which frankly we need. We definitely need the rain. Dark skies, ominous looking sky, no question about it. But the rain is going to definitely be the silver lining from this. I think we've covered all our bases here. I want to get you back to regular programming momentarily. Once this cell gets a little closer to Grand Rapids, if it's still looking as serious on radar, we're going to do another cut-in and bring you an update on this because we want folks to be fully aware of the situation that's happening here. We've seen some torrential rain and some very heavy winds with this storm upstream. Right now, we're tracking this to be in about 9 o'clock, so that's 20, 25 minutes from now into downtown Grand Rapids where we are under a severe thunderstorm warning currently. So we'll keep you posted on this. We're also on social media at Wood TV. Facebook, of course, and online at woodtv.com, and the Storm Team 8 app is a free app for you.